Welcome to Unacademy Cat. I hope you are enjoying this summer season, not only because of the weather, but also due to these sessions wherein we are discussing some interesting sets for DILR. Okay, uh, we will be covering a couple of sets in this video. I'm sure you must have watched the earlier versions, right? The previous parts of the video. And today also we will solve a couple of sets. So if you are preparing for CAT 2022, you must know that DILR is quite important. Okay, and you need to be regular with practice and solve a variety of questions, right? If you just go by certain kind of topics, if you think let's study topic by topic, that is not going to help you. If you see the past papers, you will realize that uh, it's a mixed bag of questions, and there is no consistency, right? You cannot predict it. Like you can predict some other sections ki if you study so and so topic, you would be able to cover the syllabus and all, right? And there is no syllabus defined syllabus as such. So for example, sometimes you might get a set on games and tournaments, sometimes you might get a set on Venn diagram, some number puzzle, it could be some arrangement based question, and so on, right? So there is no reliability that what kind of question you are definitely going to get. Right, so the best way to tackle this is just solve as many varieties of questions as you can, so that you are well prepared for all such scenarios. Right, so basically building your reasoning skills. So for that, I have come up with this series, and I'm sure you have been watching these sessions. And today also we'll be solving a couple of sets based on CAT level LRDI. Okay. So good afternoon all, welcome to the class. So just a brief introduction about myself. Some of you who might not be knowing me, I'm a new educator at an academy. Okay, and I am an expert in MBA entrance examinations, having cracked almost all examinations and scored 60 out of 60 in CAT DILR last year. So 100% percentile in the DILR section, and the advice that I give to the people is just practice good varieties of sets. Do not restrict yourself to topics, right? Do not go by topic by topic. Some people must have practiced hundreds of questions on Venn diagrams. Last year there was no question on Venn diagram. Okay. Similarly, like some people think that okay, let us do only games and tournaments because it is certain. There is no certainty about those questions. Okay, so wherever you get great content, solve as many sets as possible. Okay, so I have a Telegram channel by the name MBA Karo, and you can join this Telegram group by either searching it or by scanning this QR code, and wherein I respond to your queries. If you have any queries, if you are solving a particular question, not able to solve how to solve a question, okay, in DILR, in quant, right, or generic MBA strategy preparation, I can guide you with those also different examinations, how to prepare for different examinations, and how to crack different examinations. How is each different examination is different from each other. So you can join my Telegram group and interact with me, and wherein you can get your doubts cleared. Okay, so this is the link to the group MBA Karo, and this is your QR code for it. So Unacademy has launched this mission CAT that's going to be starting from tomorrow, and these are the educators that are going to be in this batch. And another batch is CAT 2022, and these are the teachers who would be taking classes in this. Okay, for that you need to get Plus or Iconic subscription, and you have certain benefits in Plus subscription and some additional benefits in Iconic subscription. These are the pricing plans for different duration of subscription. Okay, and you can use my code PRPANT10 to avail 10% discount on the courses, and I'll be starting my batches very soon in the the plus classes. So if you are a plus subscriber, you can learn from me and prepare for CAT. So we have a scholarship test on June 26th. I'm sure you must have heard about this test, and if you do well in this test, you can get some exciting rewards for it. You can just enroll for free, and you can use my uh, code PRPANT10 to enroll in that scholarship test. All right, so let's start with the first question of the day, first set, I would say. Right, so this is a set which is basically a typical kind of number-based DI set, caselet you can say. It says that there are four friends, they bet on four matches, and each of them started with an integral number of money and had integral number of rupees after every match. Okay, and certain conditions are given to us that who lost in what ground and how much money did they have after, how much money did they give to other participants. Okay, and at the end all of them had equal amount of money, which is x, and we have to start with finding the value of x. So you must have seen these kind of questions. This is a variant which you must have seen कि money double हो जाता है सबका, last में सबके पास बराबर पैसे होते हैं, right? You must have heard like people they lose, they win. So a variety which you probably might have seen in the in the past. So how do we approach this question? So please try this question. Take some time, like say 8-10 minutes, and then uh, we'll discuss this how to solve such questions. So we are not given any values, right? We are just given that a person loses two-third in the first round. A person loses, increases others by two-third, and second person gave each every one person two-third of the money they already had. In the third match, a person gave each of the others half of the amount they had, and in the fourth match, half of the amount they had. Right. So this is how at the end of fourth round, everyone had X rupees. So these kind of questions always need to be done in the reverse order. Okay, I've given you a hint that you need to go in the reverse order to solve this question. You can put the value of x and go in the reverse manner and find out. And then I'll tell you a smart way how to get the value of x. So just try this, go in the reverse. I've given the hint also that you need to go in the reverse way to solve this question. So after this class, I'll have a class. I have a special class on the Unacademy app, which is on CAT past year papers. So I'll be taking up questions from CAT past years as well to give you uh, the solutions to some of the sets which have been asked. And the thing that you will learn is how to approach those questions. So anyone able to figure out minimum possible value 2? 2 looks quite small. Right, so just put 2 and see the reverse order. Right, just put the value of 2 and find the starting values. Are you getting some answer? So you need to go in the reverse way. All right, so let us do one thing. Okay, so I'll take this. So there are how many rounds are there? There are 4 rounds. Okay, 4 matches you can say. So what we need to do is there will be some money will be there in the beginning. So in starting they will have some money. Then after match one they will have some money. After match two they will have some money. After match three they will have some money. After match four, that is they will have some money. Okay. So we will go in this way, and then we will have this thing that their people are A, B, C, D. Okay. So 4 people A, B, C, D, and after every match they will have some amount with them. Now this amount is equal. That is X. Okay. Now if you put X as the value, it will be difficult for you to get things. I'll tell you the reason why. Okay. So let us see the first one. Let us see first statement. What does it say? Abraham lost the bet in the first match. Right? So he is the loser in the first match and gave to each of the others two-thirds of the amount they already had. For example, right? Okay, so here they have explained that uh, if if Benjamin had 90 in the beginning, then he would have received 20, 60 from Abraham, right? So this I just need to. So for example, it says that if let us say in the first round, if Abraham had, let us say, Benjamin had 90. Okay, suppose Benjamin had 90 rupees. So Abraham, what he did, Abraham lost the match and he gave to each of the others two-thirds of the amount they already had. So two-thirds is 60. So Benjamin will gain 60 out of it. Okay. If Charles had, let us say, 120 rupees, right? So Abraham will give him 80 rupees. So this is how their amounts increased, right? Now, what will happen to everybody's amount is uh, everybody's amount will become, suppose a person has amount n by 3, n, and that would increase by 2 by third of n, isn't it? So that will become 5 by 3 times of n. In first round, everybody's amount except Abraham, because Abraham is losing, right? Abraham's amount will increase, But every others, let's say n, some person who was m, right? So it would become 5 by 3m. Okay, so in this round the amount became 5 by 3 times, isn't it? The amount became 5 by 3 times. Okay, in second round Benjamin lost the bet and he gave money to each other and their amount increased by two-thirds, right? So again the amount would become 5 by 3 times for people except Benjamin. Are you getting this part? That how it is becoming 5 by 3 times? Because you have certain amount and the person who is losing is giving two-thirds of your amount. Okay, so that was just an example that 90, it could be any number. Okay, so it is increasing by two-thirds, right? So it is becoming 5 by 3 times. Now tell me what will happen in the third match. What amount will it become? How much will it become? It is becoming 5 by 3 times for Abraham and Benjamin. Now it is saying that others, it increased by half. So let us say a person had amount P. Now it will increase by P by 2 and it becomes 3 by 2P, right? So it becomes 3 by 2 times. So in these cases, it becomes 3 by 2 times. Okay, so this is what will happen in the four rounds. Now, if an amount becomes 5 by 3 times, second time it also becomes 5 by 3 times. Third time it becomes 3 by 2 times and 3 by 2 times. Isn't it? How much is it becoming? 25 by 4 times. Isn't it? So it is becoming some multiple of 25. Isn't it? It is becoming a multiple of 25. So we are not considering this thing, right? Like we have not counted because it will happen only three times. Okay, so we will take a multiple of, see, the best way to do is, let us, for the safe side, it is multiple of 5, it is multiple of 5, it is multiple of 3, right? So let's not multiply completely, but it is becoming a multiple of 5. If it becomes 5 by 3 times, that means it should be some multiple of 5, some multiple of 5. So if you just look at the numerator part, see, we can anyway put a value out of this and increase or reduce accordingly, right? Suppose we are getting a multiple of 25 and like if we get in fraction, we can multiply everything by fraction. Or if we are getting, let us say we started with a multiple of 100 and we were getting a common divisor, we could divide everything by that particular number. Okay, so for the safe side, let us, it is becoming 5 times, so that's a multiple of 5. Let us say 5 times of A, 5 times of B. Okay, 3 times of C and 3 times of D. So if you multiply this 5533, you get 225 times of something. Let us say 225 n, just a number, 225, a multiple of 225, right? So what let us do is, let us put 225. This may not be the right answer, okay, but let us put 225 and then go in the reverse way. So if we put 225 here, we will put 225 for all and see if you get in decimal, let us say you get something upon 2, so multiply everything by 2. If you get upon 3, multiply everything by 3. So let us put 225. Why to 225? See, if it is becoming 5 by 3 times, the amount should be a multiple of 5. The amount should again be a multiple of 5 in this case. It should be a multiple of 3 and multiple of 3. Okay, so it will be a multiple of 225. So we put 225 here, right? Now if you go to the third, so now we will go in the reverse way. So it says David lost the bet in the fourth match and gave to each of the others half of the amount they had. Right. So what he did was in each person he made 3 by 2 times. Okay. He made 3 by 2, and when he did 3 by 2, 3 by 2 times is 225, right? So that means the amount was 150, right? 225 into 2 by 3, that is 150. So that means all others must have had 150. And how much will David have here? What will be the amount with David? We're just going in the reverse way. Okay, and if we get the values, we'll just keep filling them. So what would be the amount with David after match 3? Because in match 4 he lost. So what is the amount with David after match 3? After match 4, it is 225 to everyone. So another thing that we need to keep in mind is the total is constant. Remember this thing, that the total remains constant. See, they are not giving anyone any else's money, right? They are distributing money amongst themselves. So if total is 900, so the total should be 900 in all the rounds. Okay, so this is 450. This value will again be 450. 450 plus 450 is 900. Okay, is it clear? Now, can you find the original values? Can you find the previous values and see? So if you see this value, what is happening in the third round? C is losing, right? So C will lose and all others values become 3 by 2 times. So if it is 3 by 2 times is 450, find 2/3 of 2 450, right? So this will be 300 multiply by 2 by 3, because after, let us say, if it is A into 3 by 2 is B, we know the value of B, so we have to find A. A will be what? 2 by third of B. So find 2 by third of everything except C. So this is 300 and this is 100 and this will be 100. Okay. This is 100, 400, 500. So this remaining is 400. So this is after match 2. Okay. What happened in match 2? Benjamin lost and he made 5 by 3 times of everyone. So find 3 by 5 of this, right? So in this case, we had to find 2/3 of this. In this case also we found 2/3 of this because it became 3 by 2 times, right? In this we will find 3 by 5 times of this because afterwards it is becoming 5 by 3 times, right? So earlier it will be 3/5. ठीक है, so Benjamin lost. Benjamin को छोड़ दो, बाकी सबके 3/5 निकाल दो. This will be 60. This is again 60, and this is sorry, this is not 60, 240, and this is 3/5, 180. Okay, Benjamin gave me, okay. And Benjamin will be 300, 480, that is 420. That will be of Benjamin. Now, again, we will do the same thing. We will find 3/5 of everyone except A. Okay, so if you find 3 by 5, we will get 84 into 3, 252. Okay, 3 by 5, uh, get 144. 3 by 5, 536 into 308. 360,504. So you will get 396. Okay, so if we put 225 as the values, we get these as the answer. I mean, these are the values in the first round. Okay, by going in the reverse way. So if we get these values, now do we see any common factor? सपोज दीज वर नॉट इंटीजर्स, यहाँ पे कुछ डेसिमल में वैल्यू आ रही होती, अपॉन में कुछ आ रही होती, तो मल्टीप्लाई कर देते, या कोई कॉमन फैक्टर आ रहा है, आर वी गेटिंग एनी कॉमन फैक्टर? कॉमन फैक्टर आ रहा है 225, कोई भी ऐसा कॉमन फैक्टर जो सारी वैल्यूज को डिवाइड कर सके? सी, इफ यू डिवाइड बाय 2 दीज आर ऑल ऑड वैल्यूज, ठीक है. इफ यू डिवाइड बाय 3 यू कैन नॉट डिवाइड 100 by 3. If you divide by 5, you cannot divide these values by 5. So minimum, we assume 225, right? We could have assumed 100 also. We could have assumed, I mean, we did a smart assumption. How smart assumption? We saw that a number is becoming a multiple of 5, again a multiple of 5, multiple of 3, multiple of 3. So we took 225, right? And we do get these all integer values. Suppose if you did not get integer values, then in that case you would multiply by that particular number. Let us say if we got here, suppose it was 400 by 3. Right? Suppose in one stage the value was 400 by 3. So in order to make all values integers, we would have multiplied by 3, everything by 3. If we got something, a multiple of another number, let us say all were multiples of 3, so we would divide by 3. Okay, so minimum possible value of x is 225. Now x is a multiple of 225. It can be 225, it can be 450, it can be 675, 900, and so on. Okay, all right. So this is the table that we got. Now the next question is, what is the ratio of the initial amounts with Charles and David? अब ये तो वैल्यूज देख के बता दोगे. So ratio of initial amounts with Charles and David, that is 144 ratio 108, that is 4 ratio 3. Right? So whatever value you will take, you will get these ratios. So in all such questions, right, whenever you get a question of this type, the thing is go in the reverse way. Okay. Second is you have to find the minimum values, because a question will be definitely finding the minimum value. If you are asked question on ratio or percentage, right, that you can answer, but you cannot find absolute numbers. Like if I ask you that how much amount that we had after round 2, you cannot tell that. It will be a multiple of 100, but it cannot be determined. Okay. Who had the maximum amount at the end of any of the matches? So maximum amount, which person accumulated maximum amount at any of the matches? So if we see here, this person accumulated maximum amount at the end of the first match. B had maximum amount. Okay. So the answer is, no, sorry, not B. B से ज़्यादा तो ये है 450, right? So the answer is David. That also one can tell that who had maximum, who had minimum, but absolute value कि किसके पास कितनी amount थी, that we cannot tell. Okay, the next question is that if all of them had an amount which is an integral multiple of rupees 100 at the end of exactly three of the matches, what is the minimum amount Benjamin could have started with? Now, this is a good question. It says that if all of them had an amount which is a multiple of 100 at the end of exactly three of the matches, okay, at the end of three of the matches, they had amount which is a multiple of 100. So you will have to scale your answer. You'll have to scale the answer and tell that what will be uh, the minimum amount with Benjamin in the beginning. So try finding out. Think that how can you find this? Good question to think. See, in how many rounds do we have a multiple of 100? In how many rounds do they have a multiple of 100? All of them. How many rounds do they have? All of them have multiples of 100. Think like this. Right now, only in M2. Okay, only in M2. Now, what we have to find the minimum amount, right? We have to multiply by minimum times. Okay. Suppose if we multiply any of the, what is the minimum number after 1? Right? 1 is the basic scale. We can multiply by 2. Okay. If we multiply a particular row by 2, all values should become a multiple of 100. Is it possible? If you multiply by 2, can we make all values in a particular row multiple of 100? कर सकते हैं सर? Suppose we multiply these values by 2. So all these values will become a multiple of 100. Isn't it? ये 300 हो जाएगा, ये 300 हो जाएगा, ये 300 हो जाएगा और ये 900 हो जाएगा. So we can scale it by 2. Okay. Now, if you multiply by 2, what will all the other values look like? Okay, you do not have to multiply. Just see that what is the next number we can multiply by. देखो M2 already a multiple of 100, right? So no matter whatever you multiply with, it will remain a multiple of 100. Multiple of 100 रहेगा, कितने सेम नंबर से मल्टीप्लाई कर दो. This has also become a multiple of 100. ठीक है. अब ये क्या हो जाएंगे, ये 450 हो जाएगा, 450 450 450. All values are now 450 अगर 2 से मल्टीप्लाई कर देंगे कंप्लीट टेबल को. ओके. Now can we again multiply by 2? Yes, we can. Right? If we again multiply the complete table by 2, this will become 900, 900, 900, 900. Right? It will become again a multiple of 100. All values will become a multiple of 100. So 2 multiply by 2 and then again multiply by 2. So if you multiply by 4, right? If you scale by 4 times, so this was already a multiple of 100. These will also become a multiple of 100. These will also become a multiple of 100. What we need? That 3 rounds. Exactly. Okay, so sorry, this was not visible. Exactly 3 of the matches. Okay, so 3 matches. After 3 matches, all the values are multiples of 100, right? 3 out of these matches. So we will multiply minimum by 4. So minimum multiplication by 4 means that Benjamin has 252. Okay. So we just multiply by 4. So it becomes a value of 1008. Okay. So that is the answer to this question. Okay, so that is how you get some difficult sets in CAD. And this is how you apply thinking to it, right? Maybe you can solve a couple of questions out of it, if not all possible. But that is how we proceed in these kind of questions, where the values are increased by a certain factor. Okay? Sometimes it is just given that the value keeps doubling up, and so that is simple. In this, you had to deal with fractions. Okay. So you can get an Academy Plus subscription by using my referral code PRmonth10 and get 10% discount on the subscription. Let's do another set. It's on seating arrangement, circular arrangement. It says that there are 9 kids and they participated in a musical chair game, and in which they sat on 8 seats arranged in a circular fashion facing outside. The seats were numbered 1 to 8 in the clockwise direction, and no two kids sat on the same time, and certain conditions are given to us, and based on this we have to find out that who sit at which position. So remember that in DILR the sets are going to be quite difficult. It's not an easy game, right? And you need to be prepared for it. Okay, and the best way is to practice such kind of difficult sets, and like when you attend the classes, I mean you can solve these sets on your own also later on. So it says that there are, in this case there are seat number, it says that there are 8 seats. Okay, the seats are numbered 1 to 8 in the clockwise direction. So let us mark those seats. These are the seat number, and these 8 people are sitting in these seats and they are facing outside. Now the thing about this set is they have not just given the seat number, they have given two things. One is seat number, and another thing is the order in which they seat. Okay, so it says that the seats are numbered 1 to 8 and no two kids sat on the chairs at the same time. So seat number is there and the order is there. So for order is given that the first kid to sit took seat number 3. So this is the first kid to sit. Okay, this is the first person who will sit. See, there is one is seat number, one is the order in which they are sitting. So first kid is sitting here. Where will the second kid sit? On which seat number? So just fill the seat numbers at which these 8 kids will sit. So just fill that seat number. Shall we fill the seat numbers where these people are sitting? Not filled. So you overlook arrangement based questions. Arrangement के questions नहीं करते हो. And you should do because cat might ask based on seating arrangement also. This is not a typical seating arrangement that you get in other exams, but an interesting one. So it says that the person the kid who sat second sat to the seat third to the right of the kid who sat first. ये यहाँ बैठा third to the right. So right side is in this direction. Third to the right. One, two, three. So this is the second kid to sit. Okay. Then the kid who sat third sat on the seat third to the right of the kid. So iske third to the right, one, two, three. So this is the third person to sit. Okay. And so on. So third to the right back there. One, two, three. So this is the fourth kid to sit. Okay. One, two, three. This is the fifth kid. Now these numbers are your order. One, two, three. This is six. This is seventh. And this is the eighth kid. So outside we have the order. Inside we have the seat number. Outside we have written the order in which they are sitting. Okay, so this is the first kid, second kid, third kid, and so on. Right. Okay. So now we have to find out that where did they sit. Now it is saying that G did not sit on seat number 4. So G can sit on any other seat. Okay, not a valuable information. C got eliminated as he could not occupy a seat. So we are given that there are 9 kids, they are sitting on 8 seats. So C nahi baithega, right? So we have to put A, B, D, E, G, F, H. Okay. Seat number 8 be second? No. See, first thing is you should see that this thing. It is given that seats are arranged in a circular fashion facing outside. ठीक है? Outside inside का फर्क होता है. If it was inside, then it would be first, second, third. They are facing outside. Okay, that also need to be taken care of. The arrow is denoting that they are outside. If it was inside, then this is the right side. So that is why this will be the second seat. Okay. H and B sat on adjacent seats. Sitting before H did. So what does it mean? H and B sat on adjacent seats. B sitting before H did. So it means that they are neighbors, right? They are sitting in two seats which are neighbors. Okay. Yes, they can sit on multiple seats, but B is sitting before H. So, based on this order, we will decide who is sitting where. Suppose, see, we will get multiple possibilities, so you will not make the arrangement right now. Suppose B or H, 2 or 3 में बैठे हैं. Just taking an example. So B is sitting before. So in that case, B will sit here, H will sit here. Suppose B and H are in 3 and 4, so B will sit here, H will sit here. Suppose B and H are in 6 and 7, B will sit here, H will sit here. Right? So left or right decide इससे नहीं होगा कि seat number से, it will be decide on the order in which they are sitting. So we can get multiple possibilities. Let us not put it. Okay, but let us understand this. What does it mean? E sat immediately after D, while F sat second to the left of D. Okay, so we can make the arrangement of these people also, so multiple possibilities. Now, read this, the second last one. G sat after the kid who sat immediately to his left. Okay, But before the kid who sat immediately to his right. What does this thing mean? G sat after the kid who sat immediately to his left, but before the kid who sat immediately to his right. बहुत important sentence है. If you can understand the sentence, then you can proceed in this. So if it cat asks seating arrangement, it will not ask a typical seating arrangement. It will generally go into these kind of complicated ones. So it says G sitting after the kid who sat. So G के left right में दो लोग बैठे होंगे, एक left में बैठा होगा, एक right में बैठा होगा, ठीक है? So if it is saying that it sat after the kid who sat immediately to his left, right? So suppose let us say इसका number A है, इसका number B है, इसका number C है, right? So this is the seat number of these. तो एक लेफ्ट में बैठा होगा, एक राइट में बैठा होगा. सो इट सेज दैट जी सैट आफ्टर द किड हु सैट इमीडिएटली टू हिज लेफ्ट. मतलब जी का जो सीट नंबर है वो इससे बड़ा होगा बिकॉज जी इज सिटिंग आफ्टर दिस किड. ओके. एंड बट बिफोर द किड हु सैट इमीडिएटली टू हिज राइट. सो जी के जो राइट में है उसका सीट नंबर जी से भी बड़ा होगा, राइट? सो बेसिकली we have to find three such numbers which are in increasing order or decreasing order, right? So from left to right, they should be in increasing order. And these numbers outside, okay? This is seat number. Seat number क्या है? Sorry, seat. This is not seat number. This is seat order. After before the order पे depend करेगा ना? Yes. So Roshan, you figured out very absolutely right that this is seat order 5. Okay, that is the fifth person because only these three numbers are in like ascending or descending order. Others you see 5 to 7. ठीक है? 2 7 4 4 1 6 1 6 3. एक छोटा एक बड़ा है, but these are in order. So G is sitting here. Okay, so you figured out the right thing that G is sitting here. Okay. Now A was not the last kid to sit, sat after E and G. Okay, so A is not the last kid. That means A is not the eighth kid to sit. A sat after E and G. So A could have sat at the seventh order or at the sixth order. Okay, so A का order 6 या 7 हो सकता है. Okay, so we will of course make cases and find out that where can A sit. Okay. सो लेट्स मेक अ कपल ऑफ केसेस. ठीक है, बिकॉज इसी से हमें कुछ तो मिल रहा है. अदर स्टेटमेंट्स आर नॉट गिविंग अस एनी अदर इंफॉर्मेशन. ओके, सो लेट अस मेक अनदर केस. सो दिस इज जी. ठीक है, वन केस लेट अस से ए 6 नंबर पे बैठा है and one case let us say A is the seventh person to sit. Okay, so we have used these two statements. Now we are given that E sat immediately after D, while F sat second to the left of D. Okay, so E will sit immediately after D. So let us find the possible values of, because since we are getting three possibilities, I mean three people, right? E, D, and F. उनकी seats find out करते हैं. E, D, and F. ठीक है? So we will find the what we will find? We will find about the order, right? Order या seat number किसी पे भी कर लेते हैं. Anything is fine. Okay. So we will see this that let's see this that E sat immediately after D, right? So if let us say D is the first person to sit, just taking an example. So E should be the second person to sit. E first, D second, and it is saying that F sat second to the left of D. So F will be the eighth person to sit. No, sorry, F will be the fourth person. ठीक है, second person रखोगे तो second to the left. So this is the right side and this is the left side. So F will be the fourth person. We are dealing in order. Okay. Suppose we take D as the second person to sit. E sat immediately after D. E will be the third person to sit. Okay. And then if we have D as the second uh, person, sorry, F is second to the left of D. Taken E here. Agar if we take D1, okay, F is the third one in that case. देखिए second to the left ये है 2 लेंगे so then it will be 4. F sent second to the left of D. So if we take D as the third one, E will sit at 4. Okay, and second to the left is this 5. So this is not possible. Okay. So basically we will get, this is the order, right? So if we take, we can get 4, 5, and 4 ke second to the left is 6. 5, 6, and 7. Okay, so that we will get. We will have to eliminate one of these two cases. ठीक है एक में 4 5 6 होगा एक में 5 6 7 होगा depending on A. Right. So again we are getting multiple possibilities. H and B sat on adjacent seats. ठीक है so दो हो गए हैं 3 more if we get we will get. So A is getting. Okay, so G is already 5 तो ये सारे केस तो हट जाएंगे. So we will get two possibilities. Right, G is already 5 तो 5 में तो कोई आ ही नहीं सकता ना. So we will get two cases 1 2 3 or 2 3 4. Okay. Now if we put 1 2 3, let us just take 1 2 3 occupy हो गए 1 2 and 3 occupy हो गए. So in this case can we place H and B? देखो एक तो है G बिठाना. G is confirmed, right? G this gave us, that is G is on 5, right? A we get two possibilities, that is 6 or 7. तो इससे हमने दो केस बना लिए. ठीक है. Now we know D E F can be 1 2 3 or 2 3 4. Why not possible? Because G is already 5. तो ये 4 3 4 5 4 4 5 6 5 6 7 वाले केस बनेंगे नहीं. Okay. Now we have to put 1 2 3 or 2 3 4. अब इसमें अगर 1 2 3 put कर देंगे, so I've just put a tick, I'm not putting these. If you put 1 2 3, then who all are left? 7 or 8 बचेंगे, right? 7 and 8 बचेंगे, and it is given that B and H are adjacent seats. So B और H तो adjacent हो ही नहीं सकते. Okay. If we put 2 3 4, if you put 2, if you put 3, if you put 3, and if you put 4, again we will be left with 1 and 7. Okay, इसमें भी adjacent नहीं बन रहा है. see one thing again, एक बार फिर से चेक करते हैं. If we put 1 2 3 here, ठीक है, 1 में बैठ जाएगा, 2 में बैठ जाएगा, 3 में बैठ जाएगा. ओके, सो 7 and 4 आर रिमेनिंग, राइट? सो दैट इज पॉसिबल. इफ वी पुट 2 3 4, अगर हम 2 3 4 पुट करेंगे, if you put 2 3 4, then B and H are not possible, right? Because 7 8 और 1 बचेंगे. B and H are not possible. So it means we will, in this case we will consider 1 2 3. So 1 D यहाँ पे आ जाएगा, and then E, then F. Okay, so that we will get. Now B and H are adjacent. B sitting before H. So this will be B. This will be H. Right? And then there will be one person left, which is A, B. C is not sitting. D, E, F, G, H, I. So I will be 8th in this case. Okay. So second case, if we take D, E, F 1 2 3. So D, E, and F, right? We cannot place B and H together, right? So let us take D, E, F 2 3 4 in this case. So this is 2 3 and 4, right? So D, E, F is 2 3 4, that is D, E, and F. So we can get B and H, right? B and H are in these two seats, and B is sitting before H. So B will be the first person, H will be the first person, and then we can get I here. Okay. So two cases we can solve and get this. Now the question is, who is the last kid to sit? So we are getting two possible arrangements. Right. So again, just a quick recap how we found out. First of all, about this G, we are given a special statement. Okay. From G, we figured out that G is at 5th position. Okay. Then we again found out that A was not the last kid to sit, and he sat after E and G. So A could be 6th or 7th because A is not 8th person to sit. So A के 6th, हमने दो केस ले लिए. A को 6th पोजीशन पे बिठा दिया और दूसरे केस में A को 7th पोजीशन पे बिठा दिया. Okay. These are order. I mean the outside values are order. So A is the 7th person to sit. Then what we did was we found out these relations that E, D, and F, what are the possible order in which they can sit. Okay. So from this we got two possibilities because 5th is already occupied by G. So two possibilities, and one was matching with each of these cases. So unique solution we can get for this, that last kid to sit is I. So in either case, I is the last kid to sit. Okay. Second is, on which seat number did B sit? So B seat number we cannot determine. Either it is 4 or it is 3. Okay, B can sit on 4 or 3. So this cannot be determined. Okay. Who sat on the chair opposite to the chair on which E sat? E के opposite कौन बैठा है? Okay. So we will see both the cases and find out who is opposite E. Do we get a unique answer for this? Or do we have different answers? So if you see this scenario, इसमें E के opposite A बैठा है. If we take this also, E के opposite A है. So in either case, opposite to E is A. Okay. If D was the first kid to sit on a chair, on which chair did H sit? So we will take the case in which D is sitting in the first seat. I mean, D is the first person to sit. So if D is the first person to sit, we will consider this scenario, the left one. Okay. It is saying on which chair did H sit. So H sat on chair number 5. It is not asking the order. Okay. So the very good thing about this set is it has two things about the seats. One is the seat number and seat order. Generally seating arrangement में क्या होता है, only you will be given the seat number kind of thing, or it is not order wise कि पहले ये बैठा बाद में ये बैठा, right? So it has combined both these things. So if it is sitting on D is the first person to sit, so H sits on seat number 5. So it is asking which chair. It is not asking the order. So H sat on the fifth seat. Okay, so H is sitting in, it's the seventh person to sit, but his seat number is 5. So that is what is asked in this. Okay. So this is not a CAT question. This is some question which is of CAT level, a high order thinking question, right? So I said that, like I told you that this series is named High Order Thinking Skills, right? So difficult questions being taken up so that you understand that. Like CAT might ask you quite difficult sets and be prepared with variety of sets. Okay, even if you are not able to solve these questions now, right, you can just save it for later, take screenshot, sit idly, time लगाओ solve करो. Okay, so whenever you solve DILR, mock से करते हो, sectional से करते हो, कोई भी करते हो, do not look at the solution instantly. ठीक है, इसलिए मैं यहाँ भी थोड़ा सा टाइम देता हूँ so that you think, start thinking in a direction that how to proceed in those questions. Because if you just look at the solutions, these are not going to help you. Okay, you will not develop the thinking ability. Okay, so enjoyed the questions, and now I'll be taking a special class on an Academy app. You can join that class in 15 minutes. We'll be starting the class, and it is going to be on DILR sets from CAT past year papers, right? So that would be actual CAT questions. These were some questions of CAT level, okay, which you can expect, not expect, but these will build your problem solving approach. Okay, so again, we will be solving a couple of sets there. So please do join that class on Academy app. And if you want to get this plus subscription, you can get using my code PRPANT10 and avail 10% discount on it. Okay. All right, so that was today's class. I hope you enjoyed the class and liked the sets. Please do attend my classes regularly for more such sets. And if you follow me on an Academy app regularly, watch my classes, and I'm sure the kind of sets which I'll take up in the classes you won't get anywhere else. At very rare places, you will get such good sets with such explanations. Okay, so please do attend those classes regularly. Please do like the sessions if you enjoyed it. Okay, and together we can do some great things for you. Okay, so that you get into Dream V School by scoring heavily in the examination. Okay, so thanks for watching this class. Have a great day ahead. Goodbye.